Hi everyone, Michelle Litwiller here. I'm going to take a few minutes and go over all of your make and take, some tips and tricks, and then also how to make the one cute adorable pillow gift. I'll also point out anything in the pillow gifts that might need to be pointed out. And so let's just get started. Okay, first of all, we have this amazing, we're going to go over your make and takes. So again, there was 9 make and takes. I announced when I advertised it 8, but I ended up doing 9. But here is the home decor piece. So this is a 12 by 12 shadow box. You can put this, I have it in a frame. And what I want to mention is for this piece, how you get the backing is from this pack of paper here. So when you open this up, this piece here that has this Stampin' Up logo, you're going to use the other side that's white. It doesn't show through. I use these, the backings all the time for my 12 by 12 shadow boxes because they're a lot more sturdy. So that's why if you don't see a white 12 by 12, I actually use this, and I've done this for years and years. So that's your 12 by 12 backing for your shadow box. The other thing is if you didn't see the other video, your make and takes, I gave you, this is your make and take packet where all your extra parts and pieces. So this Night of Navy, I give you a full sheet. You're going to want to cut it down to get all of these squares, and then cut one extra because you're going to need one of these squares for one of the cards, and you'll have some extra blue left over. But for the shadow box, also, on top of the blue, which I announced in the other video, there's a 1/4 sheet of white. That's to do any stamping and die cutting you need. And then a 1/4 sheet of Sahara sand. And that's what I use to die cut this, the little clam thing up here, all these little seaweed grass thingies. That's what I used. It's in there on top of that. And then each piece after is kind of card by card. So just be careful. Don't just start stamping on things because there's some fun fold cards too that you might be the inside piece to something. So let me tell you, a lot of these squares, I just cut out or use the dies to hand cut some of these pieces and pop them up to give them some dimension, so that looks really cool. I used a few of the blends to color in a little bit down here, and then I used that metallic gold for some of these seashells and some of your ribbons. This little banner back here is from your pearlescent paper, your pearl paper. And I did use Wink of Stella. So there's a couple things I used that was not included in your retreat. Number one is linen thread. I've been kind of announcing the last several months that I include linen thread all the time. And so a lot of my customers have like so many bolts of linen thread. So you can use linen thread. I'm assuming that that's a basic essential item like your adhesive that you have, or you can use baker's twine. You can use white, you can use crumb cake, whatever color you want, or so you need that, or you can just leave it off too. But anyway, I did use linen thread here. The other thing I used was some Wink of Stella, and then on one of the cards I used an embossing folder. But I did use Wink of Stella on some of these shells. But this is a beautiful 12 by 12 home decor piece. Again, you can see the tutorial with all the measurements and all the up close details, but I think I went over that pretty well. Okay, so your make and take cards. So we have this one right here. So this is the one where you will cut your pearl paper down. You got a full package, and I did emboss it with our 3D embossing folder. So I did use that. You could use something similar. And then I did use the linen thread here, and then your pool party ribbon. I kind of frayed the ends because I wanted it to look a little worn. Now on this, for this circle, circle is not included because it is stamped on that pearl paper. So you can use a circle punch or the circle dies. And I stamped all of these shells and this little lobster also on that pearl paper. So all of those are stamped, and then just cut out of that pearl paper. It's just really, really pretty paper. And just let it dry fully before you put it together. But there's your first card. And then we have this card right here. So this is a card where you'll take your extra square and then use it to put this together. Again, you'll die cut this little piece here. And then this little edge, I gave you a piece, and there's a die in that bundle, the Seaside Bay bundle, that has this kind of like different edge to it. Again, I used some Stampin' blends to color that little clam thingy, and then I just looped the ribbon behind. All right, then we have this card right here. So this card has a little bit of that pearl paper behind it. We die cut your label, and then the bird is just die cut out of the designer paper. Now that bird is also in the stamp set, so you can stamp tons of these, but for this one I just used it right out of the paper. And you'll just loop the ribbon through the label, and then I just tied it on a knot over there. This one is Petal Pink, and so again, this little lobster is just die cut out of the paper. This on this scrap paper I gave you for die cutting, you can just stamp and then just kind of cut around it. And then on your gold metallic, you'll die cut these little shells or whatever out of there. So there's that one. Okay, now for this card, this paper is found in, see, this blue is found in this pack of paper. So you're going to get this pack of paper out for this card. And let me show you how it kind of goes. Okay, so you're going to follow the measurement. It's like a 12-inch, I believe it was 12 inches by 5.5. Again, check the measurements in there. And then you'll score it twice. And so you'll have 2 flaps. See, that's like the pretty flower paper in there. So then what I did is I gave you a piece of 5.5 by 4.25 to go on this side. So you will glue that over top of, you can see the floral paper there. I didn't glue it down super tight so you could see. So glue that 1/4 sheet of white here, and then pull your flap up. So you'll only glue these sides. And then I stamped the little birds there. So this creates a pocket. Now on mine, I didn't go all the way down, but yours I gave you a full one. So you can see there's a pocket. Now, so again, this whole sheet on the back here will be a full white, and then you'll put glue on the ends to create a little fun pocket. And then you'll stamp. Now on this side, it will be all flowers too, right? Well, I didn't want that. I wanted the beach theme. So on your other pack of designer paper, you'll take this, or you can take whatever pattern you want, and you'll just cut it down and cover that up. And then on the front, I cut a piece of that pearl paper, and I also embossed it in that seashell. And then I just cut more of the paper and die cut these. Now this is die cut out of the paper with the shell. Isn't that cool? And then you'll add a few gems. I did tie the ribbon around. And anyway, so that's your fun fold card. So this paper is found in that 12 by 12 pack is what I wanted you to see. And the main thing is to put on the inside, we're covering up the flowers on the back side with the seashells and the white, and then this side you're going to glue up on the edge to create a flap. So there's that card. I hope you like it. I thought it's a fun way to use your designer series paper, and then you can just use this ribbon to tie a nice little bow. Okay, your other cards, whoop, there they go, just went all sliding, kind of feature the that celebration paper. So here's this one, and for this one I cut that balmy blue and white ribbon just kind of in half, so I only had the white, so that's why it's a little bit skinnier. And then you'll just cut the paper down, and there's that one, just so sweet and simple. And again, you'll just add whatever white paper, you can do whatever you want on the inside. This one is the Heartfelt I cannot talk right now. This. And I gave you a piece of a banner. And then I did add some linen thread there. Sympathy. Gosh, why can't I talk? So this I used, I love how it has the wreath there. And then this was another fun fold card. So for this one, you will cut your paper. Again, it's a 12-inch piece by 4 1/4. And so what I did on this one is I scored it at 4 8. So I know this is going to be a little bit skinnier than the regular card because I did it in equal pieces. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to, but I scored it in 4 8. And then I put a piece of white on the inside. Now you can decorate it so it's like a little tri-fold card. And then you'll take another piece of paper to create the belly band. So see, this is the same paper, and you'll cut it to create your belly band, and then just I added again linen thread in my banner. Oops, and there just went the pearl, and then some little pearls, some of those pearls. But again, you'll notice that it's like a 1/4 inch shorter. So, but it still will fit in a regular envelope. I just liked how they were equally spaced out that way. So those are your make and takes. Okay, now for your pillow gifts, I kind of went over this. It was just like stamped with that other beach stamp set from our annual catalog. I hope you like how I did the banner there. This I just printed off from my computer and then we stamped the little starfish. And then some of you have milky dots, some of you have pearls, but that's where your ribbon is again. This I'm going to show you how to make in just a second. This is just out of the paper and the stamp, and then there's little chocolate pearl candy inside. I just loved how that all coordinated together with the words there. And then your jewelry box, let me show you this. Again, my friend that helps me did all of your names and put them on. And then inside, you will find the cutest little pearl earrings. So these earrings are supposedly hypoallergenic, but I just love that you got another little gift inside. You got a little pair of pearls to wear. So, and just a cute little jewelry box that if you travel, you can put your little things in there. So that was that. And, was there? Oh, and then your little notebook. So these notebooks I got, they're little mini composition, and we covered the front and back. And then again, the stamp set is from that other beach one, and we used the seashell, and they all coordinated. So there was several different versions. They all coordinated with my pens that I got with the little pearls on there. Okay, before I show you how to make that, let me just show you these cards from the card classes for the add-on classes. So the first one was the gnome class, and again, you got the pastel pearls and the soft settles, and you make 4 different cards. So here are the cards. Again, all the tutorials are below. So we have this card right here, Gnome Sweet Gnome. I use the blending brush and then just blends to color everything in. The little gnome is cut out with the dies, or you can fussy cut. This one, I used the ribbon that you got in your swag bag, you know, all your goodies. And then again, she's like kind of popped up there. Spring is everywhere. And then we have this cute little gnome. Again, with your, use the little paper that you get, and then I colored him in with the blends, and then this one. And so this one, I used a bunch of different colors in here, and I cut the strips at 1 1/4, and I just kept gluing them down at an angle, and then I trimmed it off. So that's how I got the angle. And then I used the Stampin' blend, the Calypso Coral, and I colored in the pink. There's pink pearls up at the top. So the pink pearls I colored with Calypso Coral to tie it in with this card. So that was the gnome class. You get 4 cards and you get all these products. Okay, then the next class was the Taco Fiesta class. This class came with a stamp set and 4 cards. These cards are so cute. So we have this one, Holy Guacamole, it's your birthday again. Lots of coloring with the blends. We have the Piñata. Again, I use Wink Estella here. You'll use a little bit of your pool party ribbon. So there's that card, it's your birthday. Spectacular. So this one you'll have to emboss. And then there's all that one with the little tacos and the avocado. And you'll just need a little piece of either linen thread or black baker's twine. And then this one here, your nacho average friend. So for this background, I did a little bit of water. I used a watercolor brush on just regular white paper. And then, or actually I take that back. I took a block, just the block D, and I inked it in the yellow, and I stamped it, and then I took a aqua painter and I went over it. So that's what I did. Block D over the white square, and then use this to kind of blend it. This piece you'll just stamp on the background, and then this piece I embossed. You can use, I use the high, but you can use whatever you want. So there's that class. And then the last class was the Memories and More. And there's 10 different cards. So you will use the pink ribbon, but some of the blue ribbon. Aren't these so cute? And you got gems, and they're just really, really cute cards. So 10 different cards there, so you can follow the tutorial. All right, let me show you really, really fast how to make this little box here. You just need a 6x6 piece of designer series paper. And then I use my scoreboard, and I have one here that's stuck. So let me get that really quick. So you're gonna, my score thing is gone, of course. So you're going to score it at 1 1/4, like, sorry, 1 1/2, and then 4 1/2 on one side. And then you will flip it over on the other side and score it at 2 1/4 and 3 3/4. So I don't know, my little thingy must have fallen out. So here's my template. Okay, so see, this is the one I use. So once you score it, the 2 this way and then the 2 this way, on this side you'll cut up, and you'll cut up here. So you have these little flaps like that. And then you'll just add glue to these flaps into one of the sides, and you will pull them up like so. Sorry, I'm missing my little score thing, and so but the directions are in the tutorial too. They just go up like this, and then you'll add glue here, and then it just goes up like so. So it's a really easy box. Do you see how easy that is? But it's just the 2 lines here, and you flip it over and do the 2 lines there, and then you just cut up and then just assemble your box. It's really easy. And again, we did these in a variety of colors, and then I just decorated it with the stamp. And then I just love these little clams with the little pearls, the little clamshell things with pearls inside. But this is kind of what the template looks like before you cut it. So again, I hope you enjoy all of your make and takes. I hope you have so much fun with your add-on classes. I hope you love your pillow gifts. Again, check out the tutorials for all the measurements. I might have said something incorrectly, but they should be correct in the tutorials. And thank you so much again for taking the winter retreat. Don't forget to take a picture with your swag bag, your bag, and or your box, and do the hashtag #OwlStarStamper so you can get entered to win a free bundle. I can't wait for you to see what we have coming up next for the next retreat. Bye everyone, and have fun.